Tua Tagovailoa had one of the best performances in Dolphins history. And they had a guy named Dan Marino as their quarterback. That's how good his day was. But you cannot allow that to happen. Up 28-7 at one point in that game. Up 35-21 also in the second half.
Well, again, they went in the fourth quarter down by 3 touchdowns.
Ravens. Yeah.
Down by 3 touchdowns. Tua with 429 yards, throws for 6 touchdowns. Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, they totaled 354 yards and 3 touchdowns in this game. The Ravens tried everything defensively. They dropped 9. They blitzed him from the middle. They brought extra pressure from the edge. Nothing worked. And the Dolphins sit at 2-0, getting set to host the Bills, who played tonight, hosting the Titans in Buffalo.
Yeah, it's look, great for those teams, but watching those, I mean, those are collapses. And look, Tua put the ball on the money. Tyreek Hill is very fast. We knew that going in. Can't let guys get wide open behind you. And I think the most concern I have for a team in these 3 games may be Cincinnati and their loss now, and their 0-2 start on the season. I'd say the Raiders also showing some cracks at 0-2, but the Ravens are going to be fine, I think, in the long run.
Me too. Well,
I mean, and then of these surprising 2-0 teams, who are we buying? I'm starting to believe a little bit in your guy, Hutton, Mike McDaniel, and the Dolphins. And Tua may just end up having a great season.
Well, they're going to be the talk of the NFL this week, and there will be plenty of buzz around that game anyways. They get set to host Buffalo in the AFC East, but they have the chance to take a 2-0 division lead over their AFC East opponents. That's huge. And they come from behind, and they win a game where, you know, they're on the ropes. They're getting blown out. Tua threw 2 picks early. You know, there's always going to be suggestions of, is it on the quarterback, is it not? But the suggestion that he's unable to throw deep and they're unable to hit the big play, what Miami's doing, it's very difficult to cover them because of their speed. And everything that Tyreek Hill has talked about all offseason with Tua putting it on the money, we saw that yesterday where, I mean, I think in past instances, the expectation of Tua Tagovailoa would be that he's going to miss on 1 or 2 of those big plays, or he's going to leave a layup just a bit short off the rim, and they're not going to get or maximize as much off of a play where there was more yardage to gain. That was not the case yesterday against a sound Ravens secondary and strong overall plan initially by Baltimore. And it's not like Lamar Jackson turned it over either. I mean, he was rushing and throwing yesterday for big yardage. That was a phenomenal game. That's one of those that is you take out and you put in contention for game of the year.
No, it was great. And
Baltimore drove down and got the field goal from Justin Tucker, the long one.
Yeah.
That was money that put them up by 3, and Tua still manufactured
right
the
down
drive.
The field. In that first, when they're down 35-21, I think maybe, or maybe 30, they were down a lot. But the first touchdown that got them going from Tua, where he has that little spin move, when the rush is coming in, and to keep his bearings and his balance and just put it on the money for the touchdown. Very impressed with him. Very impressed with the offense from Miami yesterday. Tyreek Hill has been better in Miami than he was in Kansas City, through 2 games so far. So got to be pumped if you're a Dolphins fan.
Well, and Kansas City's not showing signs of letting up without him. I think where they'll end up missing him the most is postseason play, when you've got to have a play. But the Dolphins yesterday, just to put in perspective of how rare it is for what we saw, they're just the 5th team since 1950 to trail by 21 points entering the fourth quarter on the road to come back and win a game.